Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dr. Abdul Basit Malik, ladies and gentlemen. Ramadan, the month of fasting, has started for Muslims all over the world, and this is an opportunity for the people who want to lose weight and to control their diabetes. In Ramadan, they are supposed to eat 2 times a day, and there is a non-eating window, which is almost, in some areas it is for 12 hours. In some parts of the world it is about 13 hours, 14 hours. So now there is a mandatory interval between eating and no eating. So at the beginning of the fast, which starts early in the morning, then it is almost around 5 o'clock in the morning, or 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, and then no eating, no drinking, no food, no water, no drinks, no coffee, no soda, nothing, till the sunset. So it is from the dawn to the sunset. And according to the weather, according to the area, the length of the day is almost about 12, 13, 14 hours. So this is a good opportunity for the people who want to lose fat, who want to lose weight, and to bring back their body in an order and in routine. So this kind of fasting is called dry fast. Well, intermittent fasting is something where you have an eating window for 6 to 8 hours according to your schedule. Some people start at 12 o'clock and they keep eating till 6 p.m. Then they stop eating, but they keep drinking during the night, water, coffee, or things like that, and even in the morning. But in this type of fasting, the Ramadan fasting, there is no intake of any liquids or anything after the dawn till the sunset. Now, what is the importance of fasting? What is the importance of controlling the release of insulin in our body? So when we eat, there are two hormones which are called incretins. These incretins, they are the compounds, are the hormones which are produced into our enteroendocrine system. The endocrine system located in the intestines of our body. So these are produced anyway from duodenum, jejunum, ileum. They are mostly two types, GLP-1 and GPI. These substances, they promote the production of insulin from pancreas, the beta cells, and at the same time they control or lower the production of glucagon, the competitive hormone. Now, the functions of insulin and glucagon are almost opposite of each other. Insulin causes control of blood glucose by throwing the glucose out of blood into the cells, and the blood glucose levels, they are lowered down, while the glucagon, on the other hand, promotes gluconeogenesis. It promotes the production of glucose from compounds other than carbohydrates like proteins, fatty acids, and in this way they increase the level of glucose into the blood. So we can say that insulin is a hormone which promotes the body to store fat, and glucagon is a hormone which promotes the body to consume fat, to release fat, and to convert it into glucose. So the body is using it as a form of energy. Now, whenever we start eating, when we eat something, anything, it can be a carbohydrate, it can be a protein, it can be a fat, there are different levels of production of these incretin hormones in response to these foods. If they are carbohydrates, more incretins are released and more insulin peaks they are coming into the blood. When we are eating something proteinous, then the release of insulin is minimized, is decreased. And with the fats, there is no release of insulin. So the objective of fasting or intermittent fasting is when you are not eating, you are not stimulating the release of insulin by the activation of these incretins. Similarly, when you are not eating, insulin levels will come down. When insulin levels will come down, ultimately, all the factors which are bad factors generated by the production or overproduction of insulin, leading towards the insulin resistance, they will start reversing. And your insulin resistance will come down. And that is the objective of fasting and intermittent fasting. So when insulin comes down, it means the inflammatory conditions of the body, they come down. When insulin levels come down, it means automatically the activity of glucagon goes high. When glucagon goes high, the melting of fat or the conversion of fat into the glucose will automatically go high, and your body will start consuming the stored fats. So remember, Ramadan is a blessing for the people who follow Islam in the way that it can control most of your insulin production, and ultimately it will start losing body fat and ultimately the body weight. Now comes, definitely you are eating 2 times, but what to eat, what not to eat is very important. So sugary foods or sugary substances have no chance. There is no way you have to take the table sugar. So table sugars are fully banned. Anything having a high fructose corn syrup is also something to be avoided. And then very commonly in some areas there are people who are using something we call pakora or samosa, other things which are foods which are fried into either vegetable ghee or vegetable oils. They are again not very good, because if they are fried time and again into the same oil, that oil is converted into the trans fats, and vegetable ghee is already a trans fat. which is not good because it will definitely cause inflammation into the body. And this will be a bad choice. So try to avoid anything which is fried or deeply fried, and try to eat simple. I will say some simple vegetables, they should be steamed. Anything like asparagus, broccoli, turnip, radish, even carrots, or if you like, you can have some potatoes, you can have some sweet potatoes. So at least you are taking glucose, but in the shape of complex starches, which is definitely not easily absorbed and not easily digested and not easily available to cause a peak, an instant or immediate peak in the levels of glucose, and the production of insulin will be low. Then when you are eating 2 times, it is very important that the amount of proteins should be high. So the role of eggs, meats, red meat, chicken, fish, that is very important. Many times are people in areas where it is very hot, or it can be hot, no matter the weather is good nowadays in most areas, but in some areas it can be hot, or it can become hot. So definitely when there is iftar or breakfast in the evening after the sunset, there is a need and demand of drinking fluids. So I will recommend that it should be plain water, it should be warm water. If you like, and if you can be good with that, a lemon water is advisable with some salt, a Himalayan salt in it, and then you can follow it with some sort of the dinner. I will say anything made with the red meats, anything made with the chicken, anything made with fish and vegetables. And if you like, you can have some fruits, kind of berries or peaches, which are still low in their fructose levels. While consuming the fruits, I will suggest you mix some whipped cream sort of things, so that there is an induction of fats with the fruits, a union of fats with fruits, so the absorption of fructose will be slowed down. Similarly, in the morning, different sorts of eggs, they are very good choices. Scrambled eggs, omelets, or hard boiled eggs. And I will say that during the night you should try to take a lot of fluids, because during the day you are not having any fluids and it may cause a sort of dehydration. So try to consume a lot of water during the whole night. Similarly, the consumption of tea and coffee is also advisable. I hope you will like the video. If you like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends. Thank you very much.